Speaking of the social norms, attitudes and assumptions which allow exploitation, misery and suffering to remain ignored, however, at number 6 is Time, a deeply disturbing and heartbreaking exploration of destructive insecurity and jealousy which caused me to feel both pity and rage before making my blood run cold. A beautiful but tragically insecure woman is terrified that her boyfriend will grow tired of her quote-unquote boring face. She is viciously possessive, lashing out at any woman who even dares to say hello to him, and in her desperate paranoia believes that plastic surgery is the answer. But as her boyfriend longs for the person who she was before she had the surgery, the woman even becomes destructively jealous of who she used to be. Just to address the serious real-world issue which almost certainly inspired this film, plastic surgery is a booming business in South Korea, with some teenage girls even receiving plastic surgery gift certificates as a reward for graduating from high school. And to this day, the thing that still enrages me the most about this movie is that the plastic surgeon simply agreed to give the protagonist an entirely new face without any psychological evaluation or counselling of any kind. The fact that anywhere in the world, any psychologically damaged person with no self-esteem and poor or even distorted self-image can walk into a plastic surgeon's office and request any given procedure as long as they can afford it, and that like the exploitative parasites that they are, most will simply perform that procedure without any consideration for their patient's welfare is wrong on every possible level and evidence of something deeply broken within our society. However, just as The Coast Guard, which I listed at number 10, is much more than an exploration of psychological trauma and a criticism of the South Korean military, rather than merely being a condemnation of the plastic surgery industry in South Korea, as an exploration of love, Time asks the fundamental question of what it is with which we actually fall in love in the first place, the face or the soul, the actual person or the romanticised fantasy of that person which only ever exists in our own minds. An exploration of the distinction between true love and infatuation with a romanticised fantasy, and what it is that allows relationships to continue long after that delusion has been shattered and the beauty of any given individual has long since decayed. Like Bad Guy, in fact, although it lacks the graphic imagery of some of his other works such as The Isle, Time is still a deeply distressing and challenging movie which, in spite of its transcendent beauty, no different from Bad Guy, will hopefully cause everyone to seriously question our assumptions about beauty, as well as the social norms and attitudes regarding beauty which cause so many of us to feel inferior and broken, making us easy prey for exploitative plastic surgeons, as well as the diet, food, fitness and beauty industries, because at the risk of sounding as cliched and as sanctimonious as a fortune cookie paper, the problems that we see when we look in the mirror are problems within us, both individually and as a society as a whole, meaning that no amount of surgery, dieting or anything else can possibly give anyone a new life.